I'm Alex Vinas. I'm product marketing at Cowswap. We are the first intent-based trading MetaDex aggregator. And instead of using an AMM or an aggregator where we treat orders individually, we add a thin batching layer to be able to actually execute multiple intents into a single Ethereum transaction. And this is because using batch auctions as the price finding mechanism allows to find optimizations such as coincidence of ones, which is where the name Cowswap comes from, which is direct peer-to-peer trading for the users. And therefore you don't have to pay for the LP fees or the gas fees of interacting with the AMM or aggregator smart contract.
So whose idea was to put the counters on the website?
Whose ideas? Actually like from an engineer. It wasn't from marketing. The whole idea came from an engineer, and it was actually one of the right calls. A lot of people in the beginning, the engineering team was a bit hurt because they spent a lot of effort into this cool tech, but everyone was like, we just love the move. So I think we already had the bet that the vast majority of the users are not going to have to deal with the complexities of the blockchain, such as, where's the correct gas fees or what is the latest new AMM that I should be tapping into to get the best price. And this is why we have the delegated trading model where solvers are the ones executing on behalf of the users, because these solvers in the end are professional parties that, live and breathe for doing their job, and therefore they're the ones with the most technical knowledge. Where I see the space going is more and more automations, because we've been talking about programmability of actions for a long time, but no one has really achieved this yet. And we just launched this new programmatic order framework that basically allows your smart contract to automate any DeFi strategy or type of order that you're capable of coding. I mean, it's good for the teams in the ecosystem to be able to sustain themselves and make a revenue. What is kind of surprising is that I feel like Uniswap Labs should be a bit bounded to Uniswap DAO, but the surprise was that they're just keeping it on Uniswap Labs, so therefore, I guess there's not much of a point to be a Uni token holder.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit the opposite way that we're going. Like, we just proposed testing for fees to CowDAO, where we actually at some point want to take fees because we need to sustain the protocol itself or make the DAO profitable, so that in the end can still pay for different development companies to further improve the protocol. The first one is that we are a spin-off of Gnosis, and Gnosis was the one who came up with the whole AMM formula back in 2017, actually Martin Koppelman. That from there, Hayden was inspired to create Uniswap. And the second one is that we're more than a DEX aggregator because we use batch auctions. Because in general, people think that they just want fast execution to calculate the best route, sort of like 1inch or now UniX. But because we use batch auction, we can do different optimization and price improvements that single order systems like they have can't achieve. Testing different fee models. We also just recently launched a widget which will make it easier for people to tap into Cow protocol benefits. We launched this new Cow programmatic order framework. And then one of the big efforts we've been trying to do before the end of the year is reduce the complexity of the off-chain system, so that it's easier to actually deploy the architecture of the protocol in any L2 much faster than we can do now. I guess finance. I mean, DeFi is in any industry, finance is the first mover of adopting new technology, and it's actually the one that makes the most sense. Even though NFTs or others are still cool, the fact that you can have a bank in your pocket and be exposed to sort of NASDAQ style of trading venues from anywhere in the world without any need of KYC or any sort of first world credential, it's kind of wild if you think about it.